45,000-ton battleship. The prior ships had been less, the South Dakota class and the North Carolina class.
A battleship is basically a floating artillery battery, so her size directly depends on the size of her primary guns.
The 16-inch main batteries on Battleship Iowa, of which there are three turrets.
Joseph Hughes, tour guide, Battleship Iowa Museum.
Each turret has 3 guns. So everything about the ship design is structured around being a platform for the 16-inch guns.
It's like small arms.
Yuri Khrushchev, historical consultant.
There is a common misbelief that the pistol is designed first and then the cartridge. No, the Defense Ministry always orders the cartridge. The same for ships. The enemy is 380 millimeters. 305 millimeters. Let's make 406 millimeters because we already have some of the technologies. But let's not make it 40, but 50 calibers long. And they made a 406 millimeter gun. So the ship was built to carry this particular gun.
Key specifications of Battleship Iowa. Placement 57,540 tons. Length 270.5 meters. Beam 33 meters. Draft 11 meters. Armament. Primary armament 9 Mark 7 guns in 3 triple turrets. Caliber 406 millimeters. Maximum range 39 kilometers. Dual-purpose artillery 20 Mark 12 guns in 10 coaxial Mark 28 turrets. Caliber 127 millimeters. Anti-aircraft armament 19 quadruple Bofors guns. 52 Oerlikon Mark II-34 autocannons. Air Group 3 Vought OS-2U Kingfisher floatplanes. During construction, Iowa's armor was declared higher than it actually was in order to mislead the enemy. The real specifications are as follows. Main belt 307 millimeters. Main turrets 184 to 432 millimeters. Conning tower 184 to 440 millimeters. Main armor deck 153 to 179 millimeters. Iowa has the most powerful power plant among battleships. 4 geared turbine engines with 8 turbines produced by General Electric, 8 boilers produced by Babcock and Wilcox.
Hull design.
Joseph Hughes, tour guide, Battleship Iowa Museum.
And you can also see that her lines were very tapered, almost aerodynamic. And that's all part and parcel of how they got this 57,000-ton behemoth up to a speed of 33 knots, which is very, very fast and almost, you could say it's almost powerboat speed, you know, very, very unusual for a warship.
This became an important advantage later on during the war in the Pacific Theater. With a speed like that, Iowa could efficiently escort carrier task forces.
They put about 140 20-millimeter and 40-millimeter anti-aircraft guns on the ship, and the carriers loved them because they were able to protect the carrier.
When Iowa was still under construction, the Americans realized that she would play a secondary role in battles against the Japanese.
英国で生まれた帰国子女のカンガルーケイト・ク
しくお願いします。
Battleship Iowa was commissioned in early 1943.
Mike Hirschman, tour guide, Battleship Iowa Museum.
Its first mission was to go north, Navy intelligence flight turbines to the battleship, maybe coming into the North Atlantic. The Battleship Iowa was sent on an early mission north to block the turbines.
Suppose battleships Iowa and Tirpitz met in battle.
Yuri Kuchkov, historical consultant.
Iowa had a higher speed, great maneuverability, and longer range of fire. Tirpitz would be trying to get in close to Iowa, and Iowa would be looking to keep away, maneuvering and firing at Tirpitz from a great distance. Iowa won this battle.
こういうのも楽しいね。見てるだけで飽きないね。 But the two naval heavy
Then, on their second mission in was to carry freight across the Atlantic to North Africa. Visit with Churchill.
こういうのも楽しいね。
The president was on board the ship for 15 days. When President Roosevelt came on board, the first thing he saw was Vicky. One little dog came up. His wife looked at the dog and said, "Get that thing out of here." So they could get the dog and watch. Who is this girl? And Captain McRae said, "That's our little ship's mascot named Vicky." So Vicky spent 15 Well, he wasn't very good as a sailor. He was very good as a
In early 1944, Battleship Iowa joined the United States, which operated in the Pacific Ocean. By that time, U.S. forces were already attacking Japanese こういうのも楽しいね。あまり無理はしないでほしいです。 landing troops and escort aircraft carriers. Hey, hey, hey! 提督
Japanese carrier force.
こういうのも楽しいね。
Well,
こういうのも楽しいね。
the Japanese carrier force.
こういうのも楽しいね。
Well,
たします。
Simply building another ship, and she turned out to be right.
The Iowa, I think, would have, of course I would probably say this, would have taken the day in a battle against the Yamato.
戦艦ジャージが上がったよ。
ship of the 1940s. And I think that would be a challenge for her if they should fight such a battle.
It was so accurate that in 1984, when they recommissioned the ship, they kept the existing system in place. They did, even though they had modern computers. The Iowa could put a round very, very close to the target, so accurate that they didn't need to change it.
Iowa was the most dangerous enemy for a Yamato. If they had met at a range from 20,000 to 30,000 meters, especially in a one-on-one, and in fine weather, Iowa would have no chance of winning. However, thanks to better radar, Iowa could fight in bad weather and at night. Powerful guns, high speed, and precise radar made Iowa a formidable adversary. If these two battleships had fought each other, the victory would depend completely on the battle conditions.
We could get in quick, fire, but then there's always the lucky shot.
The changing tactics of naval warfare increased the role of aircraft carriers and deprived Iowa of a chance to use its primary armament against surface ships. So the battleship used its fire